Hi and welcome to this video. I'm going to take you through some really nice postural exercises today to help release the shoulders, the chest and the upper back and the neck. If you've just got a tight posture in general where your shoulders are a little bit slouched forward, these stretches and exercises will help you to rebalance that out. Now we don't need any equipment for today. So what I'm going to get you to do first is to roll your shoulders around a few times and we're going to go up and back. And 3 more here. 2, 1, good. And then just gently move the arms from side to side. Sometimes we just need to change the position of our body, move it around in a different direction to help loosen up a little bit, especially around the shoulders. Good. 3, 2, 1. And then what we do is bigger arm circles here. So start a little smaller, arms out to the sides, and then start to go a little bit bigger here, up and around. Up and around. And even that in itself is really nice to open out through the chest and loosen up your upper back area. Good. Let's do 5 more here. 4 and 3, 2, 1. Then we go forward. So it just helps to move your scapula, your shoulder blades up and around a little bit as well. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So from here, we're going to take the right arm out, grab onto the wrist with your left hand and pull it across to stretch through the front of the shoulder. Hold for 10 seconds. You can hold these for longer if you prefer, up to 30 seconds or more. And then bring the arm up and back. So you're stretching out through the tricep in front of the shoulder here, pushing down on the elbow. Good. Hold and down. Let's change sides. Bring the other arm forward and across your body. Keep the shoulders set down as you do this. Good. And then a nice tricep stretch, pushing down through the elbow here. Good. Nicely stretching through the triceps and opening the shoulder. And now link the hands behind you. So joining right back here, open through the chest and then stretch back through your hands. Hold this. Breathe into it. Good. Now if you're a bit stiff in the shoulders, you might not get too high up with your hands. That's okay. Just keep working on it. Even if you bring both arms back and hold them here, they don't have to actually touch behind if you can't get there. Over time it will build, but just keep working on these stretches. Good. Hold, stretch back. Then the more flexible you get with this, you can go higher and then eventually leaning forward. So you're really increasing it down through the arms as well. Okay, now I'm going to get you to go against a wall or a doorway for this one. Keep your elbow and shoulder in line with each other, and then place the hand and the wrist against the wall or the door. Then I want you to turn your body away from the arm, the other way. This is nicely opening through our chest and pec area, front of the shoulder once again. Keep the other shoulder pulled back as well here. Good, and then we turn it around the other way, connecting onto the wall or the door, and then turn away from that arm. Good. You might find that one side feels a bit tighter today. Good. Hold 3, 2, 1. And then if you've got a doorway right near you, you can actually do both sides exactly like that into the doorway. Okay, so go try that one right now if you would like to. The next one I'm going to get you to do is a neck stretch. So just popping the head to the side and then back a little bit. So noticing going on that backward angle here, you're getting the front part of the neck, but off to the side a little bit. These muscles are often quite tight because we are always looking forward or downward with typing. So we want to get that opposite way, going up and back. And even as you do this, you want to massage down the side of the neck a little bit. It really helps to loosen up those muscles a bit. Good, and then the other side here. So to the side and then backwards a little bit. opening through the front of the neck. Good. Hoping that you can really feel this nice stretch down the side here. Just be careful you don't lift your shoulder. Good. And then what we do is come down onto the floor, just loosening up a little bit more through our torso. So hands, knees, 4-point kneeling position here. So we're going to inhale, lift the right arm up to the ceiling, and a nice big stretch here. You really want to open out through the shoulder. Lift, and then rotating underneath, thread underneath the other arm, and hold. Good. Let's repeat that twice more. Inhale, lift, and exhale, threading underneath. And one more time here. Inhale, lift, exhale, underneath. Good. Let's try the other side here. Inhale, lift, exhale, threading underneath. So you really want to push this arm through to get your spine and your torso to gently twist around here, just loosening up. Good. And lifting up. Always talk about rotational flexibility and movement in some of the other videos. So this is your ability to turn through your spine, really use those deeper muscles, which helps with your posture as well, and of course maintaining balance. One more up, inhale, big stretch up, exhale, threading underneath here. Good. This is nice to do at the start or at the end of the day. Feet together here, sitting back in rest pose, and forward and down. So the more that you can reach your fingertips out and then really press the chest down here, the more it opens up under your chest and shoulder area. And you can stay here for a few breaths. Good. And then we're going to come forward, extend the legs out. Now sitting nice and tall, shoulders pulled down and back. Bring one leg across, opposite hand wraps around, and then turn to face the back. So you're just looking over that back shoulder now, lifting and turning gently, hugging the knee right in. Good, and other side. Shoulders stay down. Great. So from here we're going to do one of my favorites right now, which is shoulder wheel. Really fantastic for the pecs and the front of the shoulder. So we're going to start with both legs straight, then the top knee will bend and come down in front. Use this arm, bending it underneath your head for support. Reach the top arm straight in front of you. Now we're going to make a circle with this arm going up, so it brushes past the side of the face. Lift up and then turn to look back at that arm as you reach around, making a full circle with your arm. Winding it around, lift, keeping the knee on the floor, around and back. So the trick with this is to keep your knee anchored at the front, keep your elbow down as well on the floor, and allow the chest to kind of just fall back here. About 5 is good for this one. It's when you start to feel it really getting into the chest. Now the whole point of this is to try and get your hand to touch the floor at all parts of your circle. You probably won't touch the floor, but that's the aim. So then somewhere back here is where you really start to feel a nice deep stretch through the chest and into the shoulder and back and around. Good. And then we bring the knees together, feet tucked back in towards the bottom. Now both hands are going to link back behind your head. The top elbow is going to rotate up and open to the back and close. And 4 more here. Open. These are called book openings. Up and open. Keep the knees squeezing together as you do it. Up and the other elbow on the floor. And up and over. And down. Good. So let's change sides. We'll do the shoulder wheel and the book openings once again. All right, so starting with the legs straight, then bring the top leg in front, knee to the mat, arm comes straight out in front of you. Inhale, lift, look towards the fingertips and allow your arm to do a full circle back around and down. Good, and up. Try to touch the floor, up and around. Deep breath in and around. Good. And lift. Stretch back there. Keep that knee down, remember the front knee here. Up and around. Good. And one more time. Up and around. Excellent. Let's bring both knees in. Tuck your feet in a little bit more. Link the hands. Let's take them back behind the head. And the elbows come forward to start with. And then it's the inhale to lift the elbow up and back. And exhale to close. Now, of course, you want to have that bit of core awareness as well. Gently pulling in your abdominals throughout these movements. And lift. And lift. And down. Keep the head just kind of moving through the hands there, relaxing downward. And two more, keep the knees together. And one more, up and over and down. Great. So let's move now onto our stomach. Stretch your legs straight back. From here, we're going to bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the elbows right into the ribs here. Separate the feet just a little bit and pull your abdominals in. We're going to lift up through the chest, breathing in and breathing out to lower. Good. We're going to start with little cobras here, not too high up. Just want you to get your shoulder girdle, your back and your spinal muscles working and opening nicely here. Lifting up. Good. If you do this quite often, you can go into a full one if you like, extending all the way up, but only do what feels right for you. Keeping the stomach muscles pulled into control back down and also working the arms a little bit on the way down and down. So let's pick the level that you're most comfortable with and let's do another 5 here together. Tuck the elbows, squeeze back, push down firmly through the hands and control down. There's always that balance between strengthening postural muscles, creating space for your vertebra, and then getting that flexibility and rotational mobility like we did at the beginning with the stretches. I always find that's best to keep you mobile and strong at the same time without creating too much stiffness in the joints and being able to release the correct muscles for good posture. And a couple more here. Lift, fully stretching up and down. Good. And last one here, lifting and gently circle the head down and around. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's move back to rest pose again. Back into the heels and stretch forward. Relax here. Good. Relaxing. Take your hands over to one side here. And then the other side. Well done. Take a seat here. And reaching side to side, up and over. Stretching through the side is also important for good posture, to stay tall and not too tight around the sides of your body. Always aim for that length of your vertebra, that lifting feeling going up through to the top of the head. And 4 more. 4. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Now take a breath in. Shrug your shoulders up and then exhale, release it all. And 2 more here. Lift and release. And 1 more here. Lift and release. Integrate this with some of the other videos as well for back strength, shoulder strength, and keep doing that balance throughout your body. Keep up with these workouts. You're doing a great job. Posture is something that we need to constantly work on. Pick and choose your favorites from this video and do them each day. Any questions at all, post below and I'll get back to you if I can help you with anything. And I look forward to helping you next video.